Licensed face mask distributors are available in all parts of Kigali, though they say that they no longer get as much customers compared to when the policy of wearing face masks began. It is not the issue of face masks not being available. Instead, it's a matter of finding an easy way in which they can reach to the locals. In rural areas, you'll find in places some people are not wearing face masks, yet they are accessible enough to be bought. The first challenge is that people are buying fake and cheap face masks, and that results in the quality face masks that come properly packaged not being bought. Local face mask manufacturers say that they were sensitized by the government to make these face masks, which is why they invested in so much effort to make them. A high number of locals bought them in order to obey the policy of wearing a face mask. These factories were asked by the government to manufacture up to 6 million face masks, though currently 3.5 million face masks have been in store for a while now because they are no longer being bought. This means if companies have manufactured a certain number of face masks, which have now reached to over 3.5 million in total, after employing workers and purchasing materials to make them, now they are not being bought. It is a very huge loss for us. This is because those with the financial means have already bought them, while the rest remaining to buy are those that don't have the means to buy them. Hence, there needs to be a way to help them get those face masks. As we speak, us as AMG, we have a stock of 1.5 million face masks that are worth 560 million. We have faced a huge loss, but we hope that concerned authorities will do advocacy for us so that the government may buy for those that don't have the means to buy those face masks. Due to financial means, face masks sold in urban areas cannot be the same as those in rural areas. The manufacturers are also complaining about cheap substandard face masks on the market. Currently, these factory owners have stopped manufacturing these face masks and have carried on with other materials that they were normally manufacturing, admitting that sometimes they secure a market from ministries or other government parastatals but are asked to put logos for the respective entities. The umbrella association of the respective factories says it looks for ways to sign agreements with the government so that these face masks can be supplied to the locals on a low price and for the government to buy for those that don't have the financial means to afford them. The issue at hand is that some of these face masks don't have the full criteria of a proper face mask, which is why they are sold at a low price while ours are still stuck in stock. In rural areas, it's still hard for people to buy them, even though we have our stocks there, which is why we are looking forward to the government's support for these people to get those face masks. It's still in process to be done. The Director General for Industry at the Ministry of Trade and Industry, Sam Kamugisha, says that there are still agreements being made between the Ministry of Trade and Industry and the Rwanda Biomedical Center, RBC, of finding ways in which these face masks can be supplied to those that cannot afford them, though the final decision hasn't been made. For those people who don't have the means, there are ways to facilitate them by lowering the price of face masks or like the ongoing agreements suggested by RBC, though we have not come to the final decision yet. Local factories started manufacturing face masks in April to help fight the spread of COVID-19 in the country. Jane MUTONI reporting for RTV.